Hey guys, it's Lauren. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing my thoughts on a bunch of products that I purchased off the recommendation of my favorite creators. And so these are basically the favorite products of my favorite creators. And I just want to share my opinion on them now that I've tried them out for a while. And just so you guys know, all of the creators that I'm mentioning are, people that I really value their opinion and enjoy and watch on the regular. So just because I may or may not like the product from them, that does not mean I dislike them. These are all creators that I really stand behind and definitely think you should check out. So I will have all of their platforms linked down below if you want to check them out, as well as all the products that I'm mentioning in today's video. So yeah, that's the gist of today's video. There's not really much I have to say. If you're new here, please make sure you subscribe before you go, and let's go ahead and get into it. So let's start with some base product recommendations. The first one is from Madison Miller. She is the person who totally influenced me to purchase this product. It is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. Here's what it looks like. It's $49. I have mine in the shade Mont Blanc, which I know is also one of the shades she uses. She goes back and forth because she does self-tan a lot, but she was raving about this. I don't know, when I first started watching her before, she had a child, I know that she talked about having, more, not oily skin, but she definitely didn't have dry skin, and then she did end up, her skin kind of switched as she went through her pregnancy, and she did start having drier skin, and she said this was an amazing product for, if you have dry skin and you want full coverage, and I absolutely agree with that claim. I could see how people with oilier skin not really liking this product just because it gives that kind of radiance to your face. It gives a little bit of a sheen to make your skin just look more natural, because a lot of times a mattifying foundation will be full coverage, but if you have dry skin, that's not going to always work for you. It can kind of, make your skin just look really cakey and make your foundation just not look cute. So this foundation really has done that for me. I'm almost out of it, so I am going to have to pick up a new one when I run out, because it's one of my favorite foundations for full coverage when I really want the perfect, just full glam look that just looks seamless. It really does make my skin look beautiful, and I definitely have loved this, so I would highly recommend it to anyone with dry to normal skin who's looking for a foundation that'll give full coverage but is not going to be too mattifying. So the next product I want to talk about is another foundation. This is one I purchased off recommendation from Tati, and I'm sure you guys all know who she is. She is definitely one of the largest creators here in the beauty community, and I would say, I don't mean this in a shady way, but I feel like there are very few creators in the beauty community that have millions of subscribers and are so famous that I can really trust their opinion anymore. I just don't value their opinion as much as I did way back when I first started watching them, or I don't know, they're just, I don't want to say that they've sold out or anything, it's just harder for me to trust their opinions, and I'm not going to name names, but Tati is one of the few that I really can trust what she has to say about products. I feel like, when I first started watching her, I think it was 6 years ago, I have never, as time has progressed, I've never once, my value and my faith in her product recommendations has never diminished. So I don't know, she's just someone I very much enjoy and I appreciate, and I can trust anything she recommends. So I had heard other people talk about this foundation before, and I do trust their recommendation as well. So I was kind of eyeing it, thinking about it, and then of course when Tati put her stamp of approval on it, I was like, I gotta go for it. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation. Here's what it looks like. I believe this is around $15, and that is pricier for a drugstore foundation. However, I've noticed that more and more drugstore foundations are kind of hiking up to that price range, which I personally don't mind, because I feel like also drugstore foundation formulas are improving. This foundation though, I enjoy. I really, when I first tried it out for the first few days, I really enjoyed it. I thought the finish was amazing, the coverage was really nice and kind of medium to buildable. It just was great. And if it was up to me, I would use this on the daily. However, my skin does not like this foundation. Like I mentioned earlier, I do have drier skin, and lately it has been incredibly sensitive. I've had to just change a lot of things in my routine because my skin has just been really drying out, and I think that's due to certain fragrances, and I'm not sure what exactly the fragrance in this product is, but it does, I think it smells really good. Same with the concealer that comes with this, foundation. Not comes with, but is in this foundation range, and I don't know, there's something about it that my skin doesn't like, so I really do limit my use of this. If I want my skin to look really pretty, but I know, it's not a day where I need to be going full glam, full coverage. This is what I'll go for, and I will sacrifice kind of the effect that it may have on my skin, because it's not a long-term effect or anything, but for that next day, my skin is going to feel itchy, irritated, and it's not her fault because, like, she doesn't have sensitive, like, she may have sensitive skin, but she may have other irritants, and this just has something in it that irritates my skin. But I still, if you don't have sensitive skin, I would recommend it. It does have SPF in it, not a ton, but it does have SPF in it, and the finish on this is beautiful. The next product is another one that I've been eyeing for quite a while, and I had heard a lot of different creators talk about it, but I never ended up biting the bullet purchasing the product until I heard Jessica Braun or JamPD89 talk about this product. So that's the same person if you don't know, but one of them is like her original screen name, like JamPD89 from way back in the day, and then now it's just kind of Jessica Braun. But this powder is a miracle work. I heard so many people say it's like Facetune in a powder, and it just completely blurs all imperfections, and I was like, are you kidding me? Like, that cannot be true. A powder is not capable of that, and it's a pricey powder, so I was like, if I'm going, like, I was hesitant, and when I purchased it, I was like, if I'm going to keep this, it needs to be life-changing, and it's not necessarily life-changing, but it's incredible. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish Airbrush Setting Powder. Here's what it looks like. Like I said, $45. This is in the shade Fair. That's the one that I have, and I would say if you have anywhere from fair to light medium, this is what I go for because there's only 3 shades, which I really wish she would expand the shade range. Now, these are pretty, they're definitely not opaque. They are not a powder foundation, so the coverage is not very full at all. So you can get away with having a little bit of a variant in shade range, but that is what the shade Fair looks like right there. You do get a lot of product. I just go in with like a very light hand, and I'm telling you, when I put this all over my face, this kind of a finishing powder, it's beautiful. It blurs out. It just makes my skin look so flawless, and I don't know what it is about it, but I'm so glad that I finally took the recommendation from one of the creators that was recommending this, because it's just that good. And, you know, Jessica Braun is someone who, another person who I just really value her opinion, and I think she has a very, I don't know, a good sense of money and the amount of, you know, money that a lot of people are watching her videos, and she just takes into account what a person should spend for a powder. She's not someone who's just going to say, oh, go drop $50 on this powder and go drop $100 on this mascara. Like, she is very sensible, I think, in that regard. And so when I heard her recommend it and kind of, you know, say hesitantly, like, you do not need this. If you don't have $45 to drop, you don't need this. And I waited until I had a gift card to purchase this because I just was so, like I said, hesitant to purchase this. I mean, I do not typically, you know, drop $45 on a powder just like that, but after much consideration, I'm so glad I did. And if you want to, if you're able to and you want to spend the money on a powder like this, I would recommend it. So the next product recommendation is a mascara that I purchased off the recommendation of Andrea Montiliano, and this is the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. It is definitely seen better days. I actually am just about finished with this one, so you'll probably see it in an upcoming empties video, but this mascara is really good. I mean, it's only $5, which is honestly one of the most affordable mascaras I think I've ever purchased. I don't think I've ever gotten below $5. This mascara just does wonders when it comes to lengthening your lashes. It just very much extends the length of them. It gives a little bit of curl. There's not too much volume, but it does a good job at separating the lashes. There's a lot of pros to this. One thing I will say is it does smudge, and that is a major drawback for me when it comes to this mascara. I could definitely see myself repurchasing it because I think that when I'm not going to be wearing, you know, makeup for that long, I want that length. This is pretty good. Now, I have heard a lot of other creators, you know, rave about this as well, and I have myself because it's really good. There's just that one fatal flaw for me with this product, and so I do definitely want to mention that when I talk about this product anytime that I can, because yes, it is definitely worth the $5. It is worth $10, $15, but you definitely have to take into account that it's gonna smudge, and if you have a problem with that, you're not gonna like it. And I definitely am glad that I picked this up on her recommendation because I do enjoy it, and like I said, if I'm gonna repurchase it, it probably doesn't mean that I like it. But I just wanted to let you guys know kind of my thoughts about it. So about 6 months ago, I started watching Allie Glides. I had heard people talk about her before, but I had just never checked out her channel. And when I finally did, I've purchased so many things based off her recommendation because I've noticed that our makeup preferences are so similar. It's a little scary, and I can really trust any product that she recommends. So one of the first products I remember purchasing off her recommendation is the Ciate London Marbled Metals Glitter Eyeshadow. Here's what it looks like. This is $24, and this is in the shade Entwined, and this is the one she used in her trying out new makeup video or whatever video it was. This is the shade that she used. It's this really pretty light pink, kind of reflective shade. It's it's really pretty. I would say it's not necessarily like a glitter shadow. It's more of a metallic. It's got a lot of pigment to it, not as much glitter as some of the other potted glitter shadows that I have in my collection. This is one I really enjoyed it though. I think it's a great base shadow, and I can wear it, you know, on its own. I can blend it up into the crease, or I can put like another glitter topper over it. I was actually wearing this with some glitters on top of it and a crease shade in my new makeup launches for December video. I believe that was like 2 or 3 videos ago, but I'll have that link down below. This is beautiful, and I'm so glad that I picked it up. It was a little pricey because I'm like, okay, Ciate, for me, let's just be honest, Ciate does not have the best track record. I would say the majority of the products that I've tried out from them are not my favorite, but this one's really good. And if you see any shades in this line that you really enjoy, and you know that you're someone who likes more pigment than glitter, then I think this would definitely be something you'd want to pick up. The next product I purchased based off recommendation of Kathleen Lights. I know Andrea Montellano talked about this as well, but I feel like she talked about it a little bit after Kathleen Lights did. I feel like as soon as these dropped, Kathleen Lights had already been trying them out. She was recommending them, I mean, pretty much all the time. And I was like, okay, these really can't be that great. I really do enjoy it. So, this is the Buxom Wanderlust Primer Infused Blush. Here's what it looks like. This is in the shade Ibiza, and she specifically, I know she talked about a couple of the different shades. I know her favorite was Seychelles, but Seychelles for me, I thought was going to be a little too deep if I was going to get a lot of use out of it. And one thing with these are, they are incredibly pigmented. You have to go in with such a light hand. You really have to blend them out. So here's what the shade Ibiza looks like, and I'm glad that I purchased this because I don't have that many pigmented blushes that I can really just make look so seamless, because if you just go in with a light hand, you will get that level of pigment. You will get, you know, top tier pigment, and then you'll also be able to blend it out a little bit, so it looks just really pretty. And I don't have a lot of blushes that I can get that pigment that quickly, so I'm glad I picked it up. I don't know if I'd necessarily recommend it, say that it's like my holy grail blush or anything like that. It probably doesn't even make my top 5, but I do love blush, and I have a lot of blushes. So that's not to say that it's not a good blush, it's just to say that it's not my holy grail. It's not my all-time favorite, but I do enjoy it. Alright guys, that wraps up today's video. If you're new here and you have not already subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you do so. Just click that red button down below and you can be a part of the family. And if you would like to be notified whenever I upload videos in the future, you can click that little bell button, and that way YouTube will alert you every single time I post a video or upload to my community tab. Oh my goodness, my mom's calling me. I'll have to call her back because we're almost done. So yes, if you're new here, make sure to do that. And I would love to hear from you in the comment section down below on what products you've tried out based off, you know, a YouTuber's recommendation that you love and what you ended up thinking of that product. I just love talking with you guys. I love talking with you in the comment section, in the community tab. And also I love interacting with you guys on Twitter. I'll have my Twitter link down below if you want to check that out and follow. That's really one of my favorite ways to interact with you guys, because I love it. I love the little community we have. So thank you so much for, you know, watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. And thank you so much for support on my channel in general. I know this is probably going to be my last video of 2019. Don't hold me to that. This could honestly go live in 2020. Who knows? But I'm pretty sure it's my last video of 2019. So I hope that you guys had a great year. I hope that you have a great 2020 and celebrating New Year's Eve and all of that fun stuff. So yes, I hope that you guys have a great couple of days until my next video goes live in 2020, and I will see you then. Bye!